Hello, everybody. Welcome to your and my podcast. Today, we have again one amazing topic where we'll talk about volunteering in Saint Vincent and Grenadines, and we'll go more deeper to understand how is the life in Saint Vincent, where is Saint Vincent, uh, how our guests they see about the volunteering. So it's real amazing topic for today, and we have real amazing people here for our podcast. And before I introduce them, I would like to say welcome. I'm really glad to have you in this podcast, and I'm really hopefully that we'll have a good conversation. We'll share a lot of experience. We share a lot of good histories, personal, professional. So they are part of Richmond Vale Academy actually now, and Nasly and Jose. How are you guys?
I'm really good. Thank you very much for your invitation. I'm really excited to start this podcast.
Yeah, it's been a while. We're already in finishing the fifth month in the academy, so we have probably lots to talk about, share experiences with this program. Yeah.
Wow, that is amazing. But actually, I know that Richmond Vale Academy is the place where you have real amazing people coming from different places in the world. So it's like intercultural places. But so far, where you are coming from?
Okay, I'm from Colombia, specifically Bogota is the capital city, and I'm really excited to be here and share my culture.
And I'm from Bolivia, which is another country in South America. Right now, it's got like some problems, but we're trying to move forward, trying to explore other options, and explore the world we have ahead of us.
You said that something is going on there. Could you share a bit what is happening?
Well, for the last few months, I would say maybe more than a year, we've entered a bit of an economical crisis. So it has been a bit of a challenge to even be here because the plane tickets are so expensive. The situation with the money, it's hard. But, as a people, we have to continue. We have to work smart, bring solutions, get involved into politics. So we're trying to move forward, I would say.
At the same time, in Colombia, we have a really big problem. That is the solid waste separation. We have a problem with the plastic pollution and with the garbage in general in the all streets.
No, that is it's really bad. Actually, it's the big thing that is happening in our world today. As we said, it's the big issues of the world today. So we are just crossing our fingers to see like the things will become better. The things will become better. We need to find a solution, as you said, Jose. We need to fight. We need to take action to change something. So I hope that everything will become good. But actually, okay, you can continue without any problem.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you so much. And so far, guys, as you know, we'll have this conversation related to this volunteering in Richmond, mostly in Saint Vincent and Grenadines. That is what you have been doing for a while. But before, I would like to ask you, what was your motivation to sign up to Richmond Vale Academy and choose this program? And actually, maybe you can tell us what is your program exactly? Yes.
Okay, you want to start?
Yeah. My first motivation was to connect with nature, and at the same time I really want to learn about the climate action, the climate change, the real problems around of the world. For the reason, the best mix is that you can find the connection with nature and the knowledge to fight with the climate action.
Yes.
Yeah, as my teammate said, we're in the climate compliance program, which is 6 months in Saint Vincent and the Grenadines. And my motivation to be here, I would say, is volunteering. I've always looked for these kind of projects with a purpose, a purpose that goes beyond just making money, which is necessary also in life. But I think sometimes you really have to look for something that goes beyond that, something that can actually help the people around, the environment, especially the environment. I like nature, as mentioned before. So I would say that was my main motivation coming here.
As Jose said, our principal or main objective here is help the communities, connect with the people, and can contribute to the fight of climate change.
Cool. Because if we want to change the situation today in this world, for sure we need to motivate people. We need to put people to take action. Because some people, they don't realize how exactly is these climate issues. So some they know, but they don't want to take action, take real solutions. And sometimes we think that who need to take the solution is only the governments. It's only them who can change something. But I don't know. Actually, I think also even the communities, if they do something there, for sure we can have a different impact in the world.
Yeah,
We can minimize these impacts around the world.
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
But I know that during your program, you had the time where you was really working with the communities. Could you tell us what were the main activities carried out during your program?
So, our team, which was made of 8 people, was divided into 2 groups. One group stayed in Saint Vincent, the mainland, and the other group went to the Grenadines. I was in that group. And the Grenadines, to whoever doesn't know, it's smaller islands that are part of this big country that is called Saint Vincent and the Grenadines. This is where Richmond Vale Academy is located. So, we went in May to be a part of the CLEAR project, which is dedicated to work in community towards coral restoration and house gardens. Why is that? It's so people can work together to have organic food, have a cleaner environment, work with the environment, with nature, and mostly that, have food security and water security as well. So with my group, what we did was, first of all, starting the work in the gardens. People in Myro and Union Island, they were, let's say, the hurricane barrel passed through those islands a year ago. So that brought lots of destruction. You can see still debris on the street. You can see houses that are still rebuilding after all that. So what was our objective there? We started rebuilding house gardens so people can grow their own food, their own vegetables, because it's an island. It's very isolated, so they have to bring everything by boat. And with the gardens, they can grow their own food. They can be less dependent on the market, on the help of the government. People have to gain their own independence. That's my way of seeing it. And we started by building the fences around all the gardens, because the animals roam free there. You can see lots of goats, lots of sheep on the streets. And if you have a farm and goats just walking free, then they eat everything. Yeah.
Actually, this island is full of animals.
Oh yeah, it's been It's been amazing, I would say, to be surrounded by nature all the time. As you can probably see if you're watching this on video, we're surrounded by green all the time. Back in the Grenadines, you could see so close the goats, the sheep, the cows sometimes, the cockroaches. So it's been a good experience to be so close to nature, I would say.
So if I understood, you have been in different places in these Grenadines, and you said you have been in Mauro, Union, and
The island is called Mairo. It's a very small island. That was the first one we went in May. I would say it's more like a rural landscape because it's very small. It's like only 300 people there living.
yeah.
So everybody knows everybody. You can walk 10 minutes and get everywhere. And the other island was called Union Island. That had 2 villages in the island, and it had more of an urban construction structure. So yeah, it was 2 very different experiences, but I can talk about that further ahead. I would like to give the word to.
So Nasly, where you was?
I was in Pito Beler. Pito Beler is a small village
Okay, yeah, in Saint Vincent.
in Saint Vincent, right? We were working with the small farmers, with the gardens in the village and the other village near to Pito Beler, because we were working in Rose Hall, Rosebank, Kingstown, and another peripheral areas. As Jose said, our main objective was the rebuilding, build fences, and apply the techniques that we already learned in the first 2 months of the program. We applied the techniques of lasagna beds, make compost, make and produce manure, use the manure to the gardens, and with seedlings and with growing seeds in that crops like lettuce, tomatoes, sweet peppers, kale, and a lot of crops, because it's really important, the food security and fight with the poverty in general, and at the same the climate change.
Actually, Saint Vincent is like an island, and also everything here. I cannot everything expensive, but most of the things are really expensive in this place. And I think that the agriculture is the way how the people here in Saint Vincent they found it, just to produce their own food, not depend a lot with this importation food here. So that's why also he was working on this area to secure this food security.
Security, right. Okay, I think that it's really important that the people know and learn about the sustainable techniques for applying to their own gardens. But the most important is that they need to have conscience about apply chemicals or other type of products that affect at the same time the soil and the environment, because it's not just the plants, it's at the same time microorganisms, it's at the same time other living beings. Yeah,
Yeah, of course. The thing is about organic farming is that the projects we do in Saint Vincent and the Grenadines should be exemplary, so us can take it to the places we live in. Because, I mean, I live in a city, I guess, Nasly lives in a city too,
Yeah.
Bogota, the capital. We have people from Europe here, from the USA coming to study with us. And what we learn here is to work with the nature, like in a way that doesn't damage it. You see in like documentaries and videos how huge the food farms are in places like the USA, how much they use pesticides, chemicals in the ground, how much land is burnt, so much to grow even more food, soy, corn, cattle. So yeah, we're fighting like against a huge industry, a huge machine. But words like what we're doing here are supposed to help us learn, I think, so we can make a change. Start with us, and then we can move on, hopefully, to something greater.
Yeah, it's another big challenge, I think. It's mobilize people, yeah, engage with the communities, engage with the people, and start to work together.
Oh, that is good. And talk about these challenges. Let me ask you, what was the biggest challenge you faced while working in this field?
Well, I'm the only woman in a group of 7 men. It's a really big challenge, but I consider that they protect me. I was really, really strong in some activities that usually are only for me, but I discovered that I have a lot of skills and I'm really strong. And I show them that I can do it. Yeah. And I show myself that I have a lot of skills to contribute with the climate change.
No, actually, as a only one woman, that's really interesting because it's kind of empowering the women. So I really appreciate that decision, because you could say like, hey, it's only men here. I don't want to work with these guys.
Yeah.
Or they can take the position like, hey, don't do this. We are the men.
Yes.
Yeah, no, this is our task. We will resort. Just sit. And,
Yeah.
But no, wasn't that. Was like shoulder to shoulder with them in
Yes.
this community work.
Yes. And when I had the opportunity to share with them in the community, all the time I say, okay, we have to solve this conflict. Yeah, not all the time with the aggressive or something like that. No, all the time my goal was conflict resolution. Yeah, and I think that my work with the men here, it was really successful. And I invite all the girls, the women that wants to be part of here. All of you, are you inviting to be here?
And for you, Jose, what was the most challenge
Well,
this time?
the biggest challenge, I would say, first of all, moving to the Grenadines was kind of challenging. I mean, you have to pack the stuff you're going to use for 2 months, take the ferry, take the long travel to get to a new place. And then you have to get used to that new place, you know, because it's going to be your home for at least 1 month, 30 days. Then we moved again. So yeah, that movement was a bit of a challenge to me. And also the Grenadines. When we were in the academy and we were like, yeah, we're going to the Grenadines, everybody was like, oh man, you're going to die there. But because it's hotter, I mean, it's dry hot. So what can argue here is worse, there is worse, I don't know. But it's hot, definitely hot. And there are no rivers there. So there's not a natural source of water, running water. Every water we took for drinking or for showering or for washing the dishes, it all came from tanks. So yeah, at some point we were like, are we gonna run out of water? But it never happened, but it certainly could have at some point, because water is also brought from the mainland in trucks. So water was a big concern for all of us. Heat, and for last, I would say, well, the work. I mean, I love volunteering, I love helping people, but you know, you have to wake up every day at 6. You have to start work early. Pick the tools that are heavy, obviously, move the dirt, dig the holes. Everything before the sun gets too bright at noon, you know, because at noon the heat is so hard that you can barely move there. So yeah, do the work every day, moving forward. But I think me and my team managed to pull it together, you know, we never gave up, we always completed the task. I think that was the most important thing.
So this fence that you was building to protect these fields was necessary to wake up really early to do that.
Yeah, because you wake up with the sing of the rooster, and early in the morning it's very like cloudy. The sun is just rising, and during the morning you feel like how you're getting sweatier. Sun is rising, temperature is rising, but the time that is lunchtime, you can barely walk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
It's very, very hard.
Yeah, I know. The weather there is it's more dry.
Mhm.
It's real dry. It's real hot there. I went there because I went to visit you.
Oh yeah, how could I forget? You was there in Union once.
Yes, yes.
I mostly remember Myro because in Union we also had lots of work in the farms. But the thing about Union is that some farms were already built. So what we could do was help in the garden work, moving the beds, moving the dirt, building the beds. Beds are like these masses of dirt and compost so the food can grow there. We call it beds. And yes, in that occasion, you actually came to help us
Yeah.
in the Union Island School. So we worked with the kids there who had a final test. It was like a practical test,
For them, yeah.
and they had a new greenhouse. So we had to paint it, dig the holes to put on the fence, and they now have, I hope, a working greenhouse where they can grow their own food, their own seeds. And I remember the kids worked very well. You know, teenagers have lots of energy. Yeah, I mean, I was dying on the first hole, and they were like, just
And that doing Arabia. What I appreciate with what you was doing is this involvement that you had with the community.
Yeah, right.
And I mostly appreciate the fact that you was working with these teenagers, because you know, it's I guess also for you who are watching us, you know that most of the people, most of the youth people, they have this challenge, like they want a good job, they want a good life, they want to live as the richest people in the world, but they never get this question how and what it's better to do exactly. So when you have people like you going there and teach them, impact them about this agricultural way, I think it's a real good key, because all of us want to eat, all of us want a bad nutrition, a real good nutrition. And how we are getting this food, where is coming this food? These teenagers, they don't have a time to think about it. So it's like, I just want to buy, I just want to this place, I will buy my food, fast food, and it's okay. But they don't realize what's impact from that one. So that's why I said that I really appreciate what you did and you made with this teenager. I was there, I could see. So it was really nice to see that. And Nasly, maybe for you working with, because you work a bit with Jose, you work with community and at the same times with this teenager. I didn't have opportunity to visit you during this process,
Yeah.
but I guess he was working more with the community, more adult people. How he is working with this?
We were working with old people, with most of them were women, women farmers. And it was really, really good because at the first moment, okay, we keep distance while we were working, just clean up and develop other stuff. But with the time, when the times go, the people recognize us, and the people knows that they are volunteers from RBA. They're really good. They have other practices. They teach us about other techniques and new technologies to practice. For that reason, we connect with them. Yeah, we connect with the small farmers, and at the same time, we learn about the traditional knowledge of them, because they have a lot of knowledge about this land, and this land is really blessing. It's really fertile, and for that reason, We can share about the tomatoes growing, about the hurricane and how the hurricane affect some of the gardens, and they are really resilient. I really admire them because they are really resilient, because the hurricane destroyed everything, all the crops that you already have for own consumption, and other have the crops to sell. And I learned that the resilience, they are really strong and they work together, because it's other skill that I learned here. The teamwork is easier when you work with another person, not just alone. The change is not possible when you work alone.
Exactly.
If I may say something also, I remember only when we were in Myro that, as I said before, everybody knew each other. So the first days we worked alone in the garden, but as time moved on, the ladies, the older ladies, they started working with us. Like, they didn't have to be there. We didn't tell them, hey, could you please come help us? But they saw that we were working, and they saw the neighbors and were like, yeah, of course we can help. And that was very good community involvement. It was inspiring to see these older ladies get out of their house to come help us and themselves in the garden, because that is also very important. When you grow older, you need to keep moving, right? You need to continue working. We have like 70-year-old women helping us with the machetes, helping in the garden. So yeah, I would say that was inspiring too. People in this country never seem to stop doing the strength work, you know?
Yes. Actually, these people are really, I would say they are resilient,
Yeah.
and I appreciate because also they know how to receive people. Yeah, if you are doing something and they really appreciate it, they come to involve with you and take part of that one. So I would like to ask you, what's the impact, or how you can describe this impact from your program to this community in Saint Vincent and Grenadines?
Well, we apply some interviews to ask that question to the community, and the community say all the Richmond, all the participants or all the volunteers from Richmond Vale Academy share their knowledge and share their culture, their customs, their other knowledge. And for that reason, the impact of the school in the communities, it's really good. Yeah, it's really good. I consider that we can share our techniques, our new technologies for them, and they receive at the same time that and appreciate that knowledge.
And for you, how do you see Jose?
Our impact, well, for example, at the end of our working union, people were very grateful with us about us starting the gardens, starting the limit of the garden with the fence. That was our, I said, our main task. And it's the first step. So when you do that kind of work, you also trust people to continue to keep up working in the garden, because you're just doing the first step. As well in the school, we just show the kids the way to do it, to continue. And now that they can have this first step, well, they're supposed to grow their food, they're supposed to work better with nature. So I would say that, yeah, we were of assistance, but also hope to be an inspiration, no? So they can keep up.
No, that is really nice. That's really good, guys. And maybe I can ask you also inside of that, how was your preparation? How this program prepare you to face the challenges of these climate issues and also to be able to work with these communities?
Okay, at the first 2 months, we received the theoretical knowledge about the climate action, the specific context of the climate action and climate change around of the world. After the 2 first months, we applied that knowledge in the physical practice with the communities. And finally, we finalized our program with a deep digging, that is the research, one topic that you want to research, and you deep and explain what was that topic and why it's important to share with other people of the school and of the community, and how do you apply that knowledge in the final project that is that research.
Yeah, so we had the theoretical part where we learned everything about climate change. We learned about building the beds, growing the food, stuff like that that we can later apply. But also, I would say the life in the academy helped us prepare. After all, in case somebody watching doesn't know, this is an academy, Richmond Vale. So we have a strict schedule. We have to wake up at 7. Sometimes you have to prepare breakfast for everybody. You have to prepare sometimes lunch, dinner. And in the morning, there's always time for the cleanup. So you always have to help around in this micro community that is Richmond Vale. So that helps you prepare to work with your team in a different place, that it's usually a place that nobody has been there before. So I would say that helped us with the mindset. And also, from a personal perspective, I say that the time we spent in the gym, that helped us with the physical work. So we have a better condition to work in the field, you know?
Yeah.
Very important to keep active during this time, you know? You're in the Caribbean, so you can go to relax in the sun and the beach in your free time. But it's important to be healthy, you know? And this is an opportunity like never before to live a healthier life.
Actually, the life here is different. It's a good way also to have this preparation, the real life, because even though this about agriculture, I know that Richmond Vale Academy, they have these fields
Yes.
where you have to practice this one. So he was talking also about this, making compost, making mulching. That is kind of techniques that also you learn it here in this place.
Right.
So maybe I can ask you, what's the biggest learn or experience you think that you had during this program?
Well, the biggest challenge and experience that I already had with that techniques was in one building weekend, we need to recollect a lot of manure to the lasagna beds and to do the compost. And it was really hard. It was really hard because here in the Caribbean, the temperatures are really high. Is the contact with the sun, with the weather, with the humidity. And it was a really big challenge because we spent more than 4 hours to recollecting manure here in the school, near to the beach, near on the road. And it was really hard because you need to leave a lot of sacks and a lot of bags of manure, bring, and again to start, and again and again and again. It was a big challenge, but with help with the gym and the physical training, with the time is easier.
Well, what can I say? Yeah, we have learned lots of stuff for the program. I mean, There's an experimental garden over there. There's the other garden where we learn to do the beds, the weeding of the plants, and get used to work in the sun, stuff like that, that I really haven't done before. I have worked volunteering, but proper farming work and construction work I haven't done before. So yeah, like Nasly said, we have these events called Building Weekend or Common Action, where every time you do a different task, so everything is useful, I would say. Everything helps you somehow, either to gain practical knowledge or to work with international people who speak a different language than you usually speak. I speak Spanish, but all day, if I want to talk to somebody, I have to speak in English. So when you have to work with people from Europe, then you have to speak in English, you have to make yourself clear. And that is one of the most important parts of the program also, I would say, work with international team.
Such is not so easy.
I mean, it's harder for some people, yeah.
Such a good experience, that one.
That's right.
It's a good experience.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I think we are moving out the program. The time is running.
Yeah.
I think we can see also from the sun, they're telling like, hey guys, it's the time. Yeah, but this, as you can see, we are in the natural environment, so it's good also to feel how the things are from our natural. But from all this experience, all of this learning, how do you plan to apply what you learned in the program in your future lives?
Well, moving on to the future, as I said before, I always volunteered. I'm a part of an organization called Red Dos, which is part of another organization called Pamotsi. Yeah, like in Malawi, Pamotsi. And so everything I learned here, I wish I could apply. I wish I can work closer in nature in my own country, because yeah, the world is a huge place and it needs people like us everywhere to start doing the work, to get more involved. And experiences like this really put you in perspective, you know, like make you wonder what else I can do, like how can I get involved in these kind of problems. And there are ways, of course there are ways, and yeah, I think it's very important that young people be conscious about what is being done to the climate, what is being done to the planet Earth. So yeah, I hope I can spread the word, continue the mission to fight against climate change. I'm not exactly sure how, maybe with my organization, maybe with another organization, but I want to continue the work.
I agree with Jose. We are from South America countries, and the South America countries are really diversity. It has a lot of biodiversity, and for that reason, in my future, I want to apply the leadership, the empower women, and I want to apply this type of project with agriculture, with sustainable, with the protection of the environment, and the other topics of the Agenda 2030. I'm a chemistry teacher, yeah, and it's really important for me that continue with the education of young people and the education with all of my partners, all of my mates. For that reason, I want to continue like a leader in the projects, like management projects, and create other new projects about the sustainable agriculture and the food security.
As we said, the education is the key. So if we want to change, create this impact, for sure, the education, we need to consider this education process, because a lot of many people, they don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know, maybe I can ask that before we finish. Like, do you think that these people or the people that you've been working with them, when they see this challenge inside of their gardens, they consider or they have a deeper understanding about the reason of all of this is the climate change?
Well, some of them are conscious about the rich of this land. Some of them are conscious about the importance of the fruits. You have a variety of fruits here, a variety of vegetables. But another, I think, a few people that need to consider this fight is not only one, it's everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, talking with people from Saint Vincent, like, they know that things are changing, like the rain season is coming at a different time, or the dry season is hotter than it used to be before. So yeah, they know that something is coming, maybe with not all the theoretics behind all that, but they are aware of climate change. Everybody knows. But also, what I could see here in this country is that people live more in a connection with nature that many of us have lost with this development of the cities, the technology, and sometimes you can forget that you are actually a part of nature. You're a living being, just as the grass, as the tree, as the dog, the bird. You're a part of this. Everybody's a part of this.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I've been able to see here. People sharing with nature and living in better harmony. At least that's from my perspective.
Yeah. Guys, thank you so much. Maybe to consider that the people that they would like to join also the same program that you took it in Richmond. What advice would you like to leave for future participants in your program?
I recommend this program if you want to connect with nature, if you want to find yourself, if you want to find a motivation to fight with the poverty and the fight with the climate action, and if you want to learn about the change in general. Yeah, if you want to contribute with the small things, you want to be here.
Yeah, and I recommend that this is worth it. I mean, it's hard work, but it's good work. It's work with the nature against the poverty, but it's hard. So if you want to come here, be prepared to live a different experience to what you're used to in your usual life. But it's gonna be worth it. I'm sure of it.
Yes. And maybe for you guys, I would like to say the climate issues is a reality, and we need to take our actions, change this situation, because the way how we are running inside of this is not good. Even though for Vinci people, I'd say like you are really stronger people, really resilient people, because you are passing through the hurricane all the time. And we have behind me, we have La Sofre volcano. So time to time they explode.
Yeah.
So this kind of thing that I really recognize from you guys, like you are really stronger. You are really stronger, and keep finding your way to solve these issues, producing, because you are a lot of them, you are producing your own food. So I think that it's really nice. And for everybody who watch this podcast, it's good to find a way that you produce your own food. Okay, so far guys, I would like to say thank you so much. I really appreciate your presence here, your experience that you shared, and I wish that you could achieve your future steps when you finish this program. And I hope also that the impact that you created here doesn't finish only with Vince people, but take this impact to the rest of the world. I don't know if you would like to say something in the end, maybe for these people who you have been working with.
Yeah, I am really grateful with this land. I'm really grateful with this country, with the community, with Richmond Vale Academy, with our teachers, with our leader, Anthony. I really admire him because he teach us, all the time. He taught us about the resilience and the importance to health.
Yeah, I also want to thank everybody at the Academy, at Mairo, Union Island, because everybody, for better or for worse, has been an important part in this whole learning process. And I appreciate everybody.
Thank you so much, guys. Our podcast is finished here. We see each other next podcast. Goodbye.
Bye bye.